building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line. Right 20!
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Get that ball. Regular. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Watch the curl.
Fitzpatrick now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check Mike 16. Go. Mike 16. I got him.
Fitzpatrick. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 13. He's coming. Check.
They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And going deep for Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Six yards left on second down.
Strong. 16. Let's go, defense.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick.
Here we go.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, not many folks would jump straight to Ryan Fitzpatrick when you talk about strong-arm quarterbacks, but if he's lasted this long, and he has, he's got to be doing something right.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see him take a deep shot in this game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fitzpatrick again. Eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble, good for 6 and a first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes swinging this out for Pollard. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because when this guy is blitzing, he takes advantage of man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
First down, Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. 7-7, our score after 1. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. A gain of 6 here on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Mahomes to throw once more. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd down and 7. A handoff for Gibson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Check by 16. Check by 16. Rebound.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 13. He's coming. Oh, you got deep?
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he'll find Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Mike 13.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 33.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 13. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 34.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and take it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the 2nd half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Byron Pringle now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it. Six. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. Wait.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. 7 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. It's Gibson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamin Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Butker's kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch QB drop. Hey, check me.
Fitzpatrick. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Fitzpatrick giving to Gibson on the draw. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mike 13, Mike 13. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Fitzpatrick. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 13, Mike 13. All day, all day.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mike 20. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Back
to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On third down, Fitzpatrick.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Hey, check Mike 20. Hey, I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, check. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Cut.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
a fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Mike 12, Mike 12. Bang it.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Gonna go 5-0 here. 33, check Mike 33. 6-man. Check curls.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Fitzpatrick. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 24, check 24. Under 10.
Here's Pollard again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the 1st at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
There you go, get out. Regular. Get in the way.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mike 12. Bring it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And a short return to the 6-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Mahomes going to throw it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tanner Muse came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against against a top-5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.